Okay, fine. So someone is joined with the name of Raj Unnam. May I know is this?
This is Rajesh.
Oh, sorry. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, so I think some guys have done their Python programming language, Srujan, and but don't worry. So whatever Python is done, and this one could be the independent. Okay, there is no dependentness, and parallelly you can attend the Python session in a morning as well. Okay, with the same time, like 8:30 a.m. CST, right? Clear or not?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now, this session, I would like to introduction to statistics. So I don't want to explain bullshit information, and so you already know this much of information regarding about data science. So I can directly stepping into the introduction to statistics, right? So guys, statistics and probability, okay, it's a very important for the data science guys. Okay, so slide reading, introduction to statistics. Okay, now my question is here, what is the statistics and why statistics is required? Okay, and if we have some kind of information, some examples of statistics, you can talk about it. Okay, my first question is, what is statistics? We will go for answer this one. Who would like to go for answer this particular question in a business perspective? Try to give the answer. Mm-hmm.
It's
Swaran.
more of like sales, like you can think.
Mm-hmm.
So my understanding is like it's on
Yeah,
a
you
business.
can just talk your understanding. I don't want to tell, so I don't need your bookish knowledge information. Whatever you know in a
It's
practical real world scenario,
yeah,
just you just analyze and you can share it. Okay.
it's like if you take a lingo, it's called stats. So like it
Okay.
can be like an stacks that can be like a 5 years worth of like how is a stock is doing and things like that. Where you can see like what's the value of it. And
Hmm.
things like that. So that those are kind of like numbers that can tell you the what's the
Hmm.
business model of a company and things like that.
Okay, that's nice information, Akhil. Is there any answer from you guys?
Predicting something using some algorithms or mathematical equation.
Okay, so you're going to be predicting some new things with some mathematical and statistical analysis, right? Okay,
Yep.
so conclusions. We're going to be getting some kind of conclusions. Okay, that's also correct definition. It's not like your understanding is correct. And so Jai, you're trying to be answering. It's the interpretation of data. Okay, that's also correct. Any other answers?
I will say analyzing trends based on like either the past data of the couple of years, and you're trying to
Yes.
present a story to your stakeholders.
Yep. See, first we should understood. That's exactly correct. Actually, applied maths for analyzing the data. Sunny is a nice answer. Applied the maths for analyzing the data. Okay, that's good. And any other answer, guys? Pavani.
No, everyone said everything.
Okay, no problem. And Srujan, any other answer from your end? Guys, interaction is very important.
They already said what I want to say.
No problem, but you should talk in our words as well.
Yeah.
But now also I can explain the same thing, right? If they said right, then again I also give the same information, right? Yeah, just share your thought actually. Okay. Yeah, fine, no problem. See, I just want to tell you the importance of the statistics. For example, you have some kind of business problem, okay? Or usually we people can call it a business problem or problem statement or business requirement, okay? The names could be the same. I mean, the meaning is same. Some people they can call it a problem statement, or some people can call it a business requirement. Oh, it's too much lengthy. Okay, so business requirement or business problem, business a problem. Okay, see here we have a question, right? If here we have a problem, right? Okay, see, I just want to solve this particular question. This is my question, right? Problem statement, business requirement, and business problem. This is the particular thing, actually particular problem statement. You have it in a real time, right? So I want to be solve this particular thing, right? So if you want to solve this one, And what we have it, for example, here my problem statement is, example of problem statement is, okay, and what is the average height of men, right? This is my problem statement. See, if you want to solve the if you want to know the importance of the statistics, first we should know the problem statement. Here my problem statement is, what is the average height of the men, right? This is my problem statement. See, if you want to solve this particular problem statement, what we have it? Tell me, if we want to be solve this particular problem statement, what information we want it? So my first step is, I want to know data of men height, data of men heights in a different regions, right? So this is my first statement. So if you want the data, then what we should do? First, we need to collect the data. First step is, we need to be collecting the data. So what data we have to collect? We have to go for collecting the men's height data. Men's height data. Is it clear or not? After that one, let me consider you are collecting the height of men's in India. Okay. So some data we have it. For example, you are collecting the data from the USA, and meanwhile you're collecting the heights of Africa. Okay. So when you are collecting the data, the first step is, we need to go for collecting the data based upon your problem statement. Let me consider you collected the data. Once if you collected the data, then what you should do it? My second step is, we need to go for analyze it. See, for example, you're going to be analyzing it. So if you're going to be analyzing, for example, here we have 1 year of records we have it. 1 year of records. Is it possible to analyze this 1 year of records with data? It's not possible, right? For that one, we would like to go for do some kind of graphical representation, right? So for example, in USA, this is this is USA data, this is India data, and you know what, this is Africa data. Okay, Africa men data. Okay, this time, so USA data, it's a little high, for example. So some data it could be high, and in India, okay, and for example in Africa, okay, height could be very high, right, when compared with other countries. See, with help of this one, what you analyzed here, so I analyzed the data here. So in India, the average height is, for example, this is 5.6. Okay, in USA, for example, 6. For example, in Africa, for example, 7. Okay. See, from this particular graph, you analyzed that, okay? So you're giving some kind of description, and you're analyzing that particular numerical data and giving some kind of description, right? Okay, this is my second step. My first step is collecting the data. Second one is analyzing that particular numerical data in a large quantities, okay? And then after, we're going to be giving some kind of conclusions, okay, analyzing and summarizing, and then we are going to be giving some kind of conclusion. The average height of the person, the average height of the men, right? So you're not giving the average height of the USA, we are not giving the average height of the India, we are not giving the average height of Africa. You are going to be giving the average height of the men worldwide. So this time you're going to be giving like 6, for example, approximately, because of in India we have 5.6, maybe in no USA it's a 6, maybe in Africa it was 7. So approximately the average weight we are considering. So we are giving some kind of conclusions, which is 6, right? 6, right? See how we are going to be giving the conclusion with 6. So the reason is that we are going to be applying a lot of statistical techniques and statistical tests. Then we are going to be finalizing it, or we are going to be conclusion it. The average height of the person is 6. Is it clear or not? Is it clear or not?
Yes.
Okay, so what you understood here, what exactly you understood from this particular explanation? What exactly you understood from this particular explanation regarding about statistics?
When we are analyzing heights of
Collecting.
men from 3 different countries and then just seeing what the average height is.
Okay, so that you understood, but usually you understood the definition of the statistics or not? So the
Yeah.
definition of the statistic is, a statistics is, the first step is collecting the data. My first step is collecting the data, and second one is analyzing the data or organizing the data, and third step is summarizing the data. So we are giving some kind of description, right? And the fourth one is giving the conclusion, that we can call it the inference. So this is the steps when you're involved, that we're calling it say statistics. Okay, so the problem statement can be anything. This is the four steps could be the common: collecting, analyzing, organizing, summarizing, conclusions. This is the four steps could be the same for any kind of problem statement. Clear?
Yeah.
And one more important thing is, by the time of giving explanation example of the finding the average height of the person, I just taken only 1 year of records, right? Yes or no? But is it 1 crore people are there in a worldwide, man? I have only 1 year of records. I have it. Is it really 1 year of records are there in a worldwide? There are crores
No.
of people are there, right? So more than
No.
1 year of people are, right? So this 1 year of the records, we can call it a sample. Okay, and so for the original data we have it, for example 500 cores. Let me count, I don't know what exactly the count of the men, but approximately I'm considering as the 1 CR, right? Or 500 CR. Let me consider 500 CR of data members are there in a worldwide. Okay, the entire data we can call it a population. Okay, the entire men data we have it, that we can call it the population. See, with help of the statistics, we are going to be inferring the sample with the proportion or not, population or not. So actually you have only sample data, you don't have any kind of population data, but with help of the sample data we are going to be giving the population information or not. Yes or
Yes.
no? So we are especially the purpose of the, okay, this particular statistics is inferring the proportions in a whole from those representing the sample. So we are going to be representing the population with sample data. For that one, we are going to be using the statistics. Clear? So simply, we are going to be replicating the population with sample. For that one, we are going to be using the statistics. Any questions regarding about this one? Any questions?
No.
No, right? No. Here I have some kind of examples for more understanding. Is there any kind of real-time examples, guys? If you have it, you can share it. I would like to converting into the statistical things. So, for example, some examples we can consider. Okay. So, for example, average income of the United States, GDP rate, something like this, right? Average income of any one of the country. Okay, and next one is average income of sample drawn from the US. And so this thing, very simple thing, and this is the one example: average income and average height. Okay, and so what could be the stock value of average stock of the company in a entire year? Okay, stock of the country, stocks of the country, or share of the country, sorry, company. Okay, so these all examples we can consider as so statistics. These all kind of problem statements we can able to solve with help of the statistics only. Okay, is it clear?
Yeah.
Okay, now where we can use this particular statistics, where we can use the statistics, tell me.
Pretty much everywhere.
Yeah,
everywhere pretty much.
yeah, everywhere. So here, we can use the statistics in business. We can use the statistics in business. And second one is, government, government sectors and manufacturing sectors. Okay, and sales, marketing. Okay, wherever and everywhere we are going to be using the statistics. Clear? Even individuals also we can use it. For example, you are earning in a monthly, for example, $5,000 per month. Okay, see, if you don't have a knowledge on statistics, you cannot able to estimate what could be happening in a next month. Okay, might what could be your expenses in a next month, right? So your every month income is 5,000 only, but your expenses, expenditure, it could be around 6,000. That means what happens here? Every month your 1,000 is minus, right? Okay. For example, after 1 year, it could be 12,000. It could be very burden for you, right? Then what happen? Again, we can start hunting for new job with more salary. Is it clear or not? So how we are doing? So it's a very simple thing. You are basically your statistician. So based upon your present income and present expenditure, and we are going to be predicting what happen in future for that one. So you're going for hunting for new job with a high salary or high hike. Clear? Yes or no? So this kind of so this kind of problems which comes under the statistics only. So we can able solve with help of the statistics only. Any questions, guys? As of now? So I'm not talking anything about as of now regarding the statistics. I just explain what is statistics and this just small examples of statistics and where we are going to be using the statistics, right? So when we are talking about statistics, okay, so the statistics which all about a study of the data, right? So the data, okay, what exactly the data? What is data? Tell me. When we are talking about statistics, data is the main portion, right? Or main backbone of it, right? Data is the backbone of the statistics, right? Okay, then what is the data? My next question is, what is information? Is it same or not? Information and data both are same or different?
Data is the piece of every piece of information or everything, and information is specific to that particular event or something like that.
Data is values and numbers. Information is not values and something that's backed up by data, or data is backed up by some logic. But
Data is nothing but it's just a raw data. Okay, nothing new actually. For example, I just want to give the difference between the data and information. Okay. Income is $5,000. Okay, this is the data. See, income is $5,000, right? Whose income? And whether it is a monthly income or yearly income. There is plenty of questions now. Yes or no? So data is nothing but it's a data. It's a raw data. It's having some kind of it's a unstructured data. Okay. So data is nothing but just a piece of information. Okay, or it's a whatever he said, that's exactly correct. Okay, he said income is 5,000. Okay, so here whose income? That's again one question. So for example, my income, I said my income as of now, even it is a data only, my income is $5,000. So whether it is a monthly income or yearly income, that is also question, right? So for example, my monthly income is $5,000, then it could be the information. Information means whatever the raw data we have it. For the raw data, if it is having the meaning, then it could be the information. If the raw data it doesn't have the meaning, okay, just a piece, then it could be a data. Clear? Clear or not?
clear.
Any questions regarding about the definition of the data and definition of the information? Data, it won't give the meaning, but information can be give the meaning. That is a small difference. Data and information both are same, but the data it couldn't have a specific meaning, but information it is having the a specific meaning. Clear? And now this is the data, or this is the information we have available in a real world in a two stages. Either it could be sample data, either it could be population data. What is the sample data and what is population data? Can anyone explain it? What is population data? What is sample data?
Sample is a set of population. It's a subset of population, I think so.
Absolutely correct. For example, we have entire data. For example, I can consider the height of average height of India, average or average income of India, or GDP rate, whatever it is, or average height of men in India. Okay, this is my question. Okay, by the time I collect the each and every men height, okay, all men of India's height, if you collected, then it could be the population, right? My problem statement is I want to find the average height of the men in India. By the time, if you collected the all the data members or all the heights of the each and every person in India, then it could be the population. Instead of that one, then what we can do, we can collect some kind of portion or subset from the population, that we're calling it, say, subset of population, that we're calling it sample. For example, in India there are many states, right? Okay, you Goa, Gujarat, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, you know, and Punjab. There are many states are there, but the heights of each and every state, it is similar. Is it similar? Is it similar? Height of the each and every person, each and every state, is it similar or different?
No.
No, right? See, for example, if we collected only Telangana person's height, can it be replica of the India's height? No, right? For example, you just collected only Punjab heights, Punjab men height. Is it replica of Indian men's height?
No.
See, that means what? Whenever you have some kind of population data, if you want to make it some kind of sample data, there are different kind of sampling techniques we have it. Okay. So in this particular session or in this particular course, we'll go for understanding the what are the sampling techniques. Okay. And stratified sampling techniques and different kind of sampling techniques we have it, that all kind of statistics sampling techniques will go for understood. Clear? But not now, but you just try to understood here. So we have a population, we have a sample, both are talking about data only. Sample is nothing but it's a subset of the population, but population is nothing but it's entire data of that particular problem statement. But if you want to make it the sample data from the population, there we should have some kind of sampling techniques we have it. Those particular sampling techniques we can discuss in our upcoming sessions as well. Clear? Any questions regarding about this one?
Clear.
Okay, now in high level I'm explaining, guys. I'm not going too much in today's session itself, just giving overall information. Now I already talked about statistics, right? Okay, for example, this particular statistics, when you're talking about sampling data or when you're talking about sample data, the term we are calling it's a statistic. Okay, for example, this is same statistics when you're applying on population data, that we can call it's a parameter. Okay, the statistics when you're talking about population, that we are calling it's a parameter. Parametric test, something we can parameter. Okay, I hope try to understand my point. Here the statistic and parameter both are the talking about statistics, but sample data versus population data. Statistic is nothing but statistics of the sample data, and parameter is nothing but statistics of the population data. Clear? Is it
Clear.
clear or not? Okay. See, when we are talking about statistics, I already talked about different kind of stages, right? The first one is collecting the data, okay, and that means analyzing the data and summarizing the data or organizing the data, and giving the conclusions, right? That we can call it the inference. inference the data. See, based upon these particular things, based upon these particular stages, okay, the statistics are two types actually. What are those? What are the two types of statistics? The first one is descriptive statistics. Descriptive statistics. And second one is inferential statistics. Inferential statistics. Guys, one more time. Basically, statistics are two types. The first one is the descriptive statistics, and second one is the inferential statistics. Clear or not? Clear or not? So what is mean that descriptive statistics and what is mean that inferential statistics? So when I am talking about the definition of the data, collecting, analyzing, and summarizing, right? The three steps we can comes under to the descriptive statistics. Okay. Descriptive statistics is nothing but it's a describing the data. Describe the data. This kind of describe, you can go ahead with a logical analysis or else a normal analysis, okay, or else we can go ahead with a graphical analysis, okay. So this kind of describe we can do in a two stages. One is in a chart and graph and normal, in a normal text format also we can describe it, okay. Inferential statistics in the sense, which means it makes the some kind of predictions or giving the some kind of conclusions, and we can take the decisions actually. So this all comes under to the inferential statistics. Inferential statistics is nothing but it's the last step, giving the conclusions about the data or making some kind of prediction. That is also inferential statistics, okay. So inferential statistics, it was involved either predictions, okay, either giving the conclusions or taking the decisions. This all could be a part of the inferential statistics only. Is it clear or not? Any more questions, guys? Any more questions?
Clear.
Is there any question? Now, as of now, we understood what is statistics and some examples we seen it and where we are applying the statistics. And when you're talking about statistics, it's purely talking about data. Basically, the data, it was in a two variations. We have it sample and population. But when your statistics we're applying on the sample, then we are calling it statistics. When you're applying the statistics on population, that we're calling it a parameter. And based upon the definition of the statistics, we are divided, or we have the two types of statistics. The first one is the basically descriptive statistics, and second one is inferential statistics, right? Descriptive statistics means which will be go for describing the data with help of different kind of charts and graphs. But inferential statistics in the sense, after you are describe the data, then we can able to go for some kind of making the predictions or giving the conclusions, or getting some kind of decisions, okay, that we are calling it say inferential statistics. Clear?
Yep.
If you have any kind of question, please let me know, guys. I would like to try to answer your questions as of now what we had it. Srijan, any questions?
So for descriptive, you are always using the entire population, or you just like both use subsets and
See,
then
statistics is nothing but the reason why the statistics is comes, okay. So population data will be the huge. It's very tough to get the population data. That's the reason statistics are comes to the picture, okay. So always we are going to be working on the sample data only, mostly 90%. 90% times we are going to be working on the sample data. So whatever the results we are getting from this particular thing, that it could be 95 to 99 percentage, which is replicating the population, okay. Then what is the reason to work with the population? So if you have some portion of data, see, for example, you just take some example actually, elections. Take a small example of election, right? Okay. So which party, I mean, one particular area, they are going to be, participating that election. Now, four parties, examples. From that particular four parties, before they are going to be before they are going to be, participating, I mean, getting the results, they're giving, some kind of surveys, right? So this is the party will go for getting the high majority, and this is the party will go for win this particular election, okay? how they are doing actually. Is there any, is the all the way there will be go for met each and every person voters to get the, will we go for vote for this guy or not? So there we are going to be survey with some portion of data instead of go for each and every person. It's a very tough as well. Okay. So we are just some collecting some kind of information and giving some kind of conclusion what happened in future, right? So that's a statistics. Statistics are always mostly working on the statistics only, whether it is a descriptive or inferential, it doesn't matter. But we are going to be working with sample data, mostly on the sample data, and we are replicating the sample versus population. Okay, we are generalizing the population with help of the sample, with help of the statistics. So I just want to give the conclusion about that one. For example, when we are talking about the statistics, so we have a sample data. Okay, with help of this sample, with help of this particular sample data, while using the statistics, we can generalizing about the population. We are generalization about the population. Now you clear, right? Mostly we are going to be working with a sample only, but which results which is approximately equal to the population, not exactly 100. Sometimes it may fail, but mostly it can be replicating the population result 99 percentage. Any questions?
No.
Okay. So guys, this is for today's session regarding about statistics. We are just in a basic level. From tomorrow onwards, we can talk about central tendencies, measure of variations, okay, and so distributions and statistical test like Z test, T test, and F test, ANOVA test, okay, and hypothesis testing, okay, and central limit theorem, chi-square test. This all kind of tests we can talk in our upcoming sessions. Okay, guys, take care. Bye. See you.
So
Thank
Anjan,
you.
we should be uploading to the same folder, or you're creating a new
I would
one?
like to go for creating the new folder mostly, or else I would like to go for uploading the same folder as well. Okay.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I will let you know about that. See you guys. Bye.